What's going on, Fizz Nation? Welcome back to the channel, some of you for the second time this week. Now, before we get started, I want to take a quick second to say thank you to all of you who stopped by and hung out with us for our Thursday night live stream this past week. We reviewed the 2024 Summer Mountain Dew flavors, had a great time with it. If you missed it, the replay is still up on the channel, card above my head. And at the end of it, I told you guys that we still have one more special Mountain Dew flavor to try. That's right, Fizz Nation, it appears that Mountain Dew pulled a fast one on us this year. They put out their main 4th of July flavors for all the country to see, and then they secretly snuck an additional flavor in through the back door. We see you, Mountain Dew, we know what you're up to. So that's what we're gonna be spending time looking at today. This is Mountain Dew Infinite Swirl. It's billed as Dew with a blast of artificial pineapple berry flavor. This flavor is currently exclusive to Speedway convenience stores. Now, like I said, where I currently live, a lot of new flavors take an additional week or two to show up. So I had been made aware of this flavor's existence through a push notification on the Speedway app. I have 2 Speedway stores within driving distance of my house. Neither one of them had it for like 10 days after I got that push notification. One day I just walked into one of them, I didn't see it, I gave up, I was frustrated, and as I was walking out the door, their supplier was wheeling a pallet of this into the store. I had to wait about 10 minutes for them to get it inventoried into their system, and then I bought the first bottle that store sold. So needless to say, I've been looking forward to getting into this flavor. I briefly toyed with the idea of springing it on you guys as a surprise on our Thursday live stream, but I decided not to do it. I decided to make it its own review, because it's really not a part of the main summer series that Mountain Dew put out this year. So I figured it was just fair. So enough jibber jabbering, I think it's time for us to get right into the content that you guys are here to see. Let's go ahead and pop the top, give it the old sniff test, see what we can pick up. So I'm definitely detecting some pineapple scent in this. And there is sort of like a sweet kind of berry reference to it, but I wouldn't say that it's particularly strong. Mainly getting some pineapple notes to this with some very light nondescript berry. So I think I would say that we're off to a pretty decent start as far as the scent representing what they're billing the flavor to be. But as we know, the sniff test is only gonna get us so far, so let's go ahead and grab our trusty glass with ice and give it the old pour, and we can get a better look at this. Okay, so very simple here, decent amount of carbonation, not too crazy, and we just have this sort of light blue color to the drink, which is why I'm assuming that the berry flavor that is advertised here is more of a blue raspberry or a blueberry. Because even though I can't quite pinpoint what the berry flavoring is through the sniff test, based on how they're coloring the drink, I think that's kind of what makes the most sense. But Fizz Nation, I can speculate all day based on the smell and the look, but there's really only one way to see what we've got here, and that's to give it the old taste test. So let's go ahead and toss it back and see what it tells us. Here's to you. Okay. So very much like the sniff test, the predominant flavor in this is pineapple. But right underneath of that, and it's a little bit more subtle than the pineapple flavor, is what I am perceiving to be a sort of blue raspberry. I think that's the direction they went with as far as the berry component of this. And the aftertaste is more of a watered down version of the main flavor, so it's not bad. It's got a pretty decent balance between the two flavors. Definitely not a 50-50 mix, more like a 60-40, pineapple and berry. But that's still a really decent mix. It definitely creates something kind of unique. I haven't really tasted anything quite like this before. Obviously, we've had our pineapple sodas, we've had our blue raspberry sodas, we've had our Mountain Dew sodas, and it looks like they've kind of rolled all of that into one cohesive drink. Not bad at all. All right, so what do I think of Mountain Dew Infinite Swirl? I think I'm pretty impressed by this. I mean, it's a really decent mixture of flavor, good carbonation, which I would expect nothing less from a Pepsi product, and I'd say it's a pretty unique flavor overall. It's refreshing. I think it will definitely pass the front porch test. It unfortunately does still leave that sticky residue that you get from the high fructose corn syrup, but overall, it's a flavor that makes sense. It knows what it wants to be. It's got a good identity. And so all that said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and give Mountain Dew Infinite Swirl 4 out of 5 sips. Now, as is the case with a lot of these flavors that they come out with, I am assuming that this is limited edition. I haven't actually seen otherwise, but I am kind of hoping that this will be more of a long-term staple in the Mountain Dew flavor family. Like I said, it is exclusive to Speedway stores, and I kind of like that they do that. I kind of like that they have these flavors that are exclusive to certain places. So I'm hopeful that we're gonna see this for a while. And as always, that is just my opinion. I would love to know yours. If you've tried this, let me know what you think in the comments down below. All right, Fizz Nation, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me once again this week. Thank you so much for stopping by, both today and on Thursday. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button. It really really helps us out a lot more than you know. And if you want to see more content just like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss any notifications for future videos. I'm gonna get out of here and finish this up. You guys have an awesome week, and we will see you next time.